What's up, guys? Mars Mathis here, aka Went for a C7, back again with another video. Now, if you really think that the Zebra Suit community has gotten this toxic, well, there's so many communities that I want to make videos on, or what are far more worse than and how this community has gotten this toxic. But the one community I wanted to make is a Fnaf community. Now, the Fnaf fanbase and this community has gone to a sheds of bait to talk about. With 4 people hating on Scott Cotton, people sending harassment, and basically other stuff like that. So in this video, I will probably explain a lot of the real reasons why this fanbase has gone downhill, including the latest hatred of people hating Scott Cotton after so many things that he did that people still talk about. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the like button as well. As always, please enjoy the video. Now, there's gonna be some. I can maybe talk about how this community got toxic. Like I said, it's toxic, just like the Zebra Suit community. It has been this fan base has been been this toxic for years. And when I say years, it's probably because some people don't even rely on other stuff. Like simply, when people start saying harassment and death threats to that community, it's just so obvious how this community. Sorry guys, I stutter a lot in my videos because it's really hard to concentrate when I actually talk. Yeah, and even though I'm autistic, which I stated a lot in my videos. So as I was saying, this community has gotten so worse in the Xenoverse community because of the whole entire fan base always relies on death threats, hatred, and many other things I cannot even describe. But obviously, the one thing that has set it to the most is the curling hatred against Scott Cotton for reason. Now, this might be a reason why people hate Scott Cotton. Some people are officially saying that he supported a pedophile and donate money to the Trump campaign. Now, like I said, as I don't want to take any sides about this, but yeah, I know Scott Cotton has done some really bad things to the community, which, I mean, what I meant to say was, even though Scott Cotton has a little bit of bad things, but that doesn't give the community the right to set out this weird looking hashtag by saying F you Scott Cotton. Now, obviously, because that hashtag has existed since 2013, and that's why what led to people saying in F.U. Scott Cotton, because not only that it was brought back in 2021, this hashtag is still being used to this day, and also it's had to be one of the worst hashtags to exist. It's disgusting. It's hatred. It's freaking uncalled for. Like, I know, like, we get it. That Scott Cotton did one of those things, but people we need to move on from that. Like, okay. And that's not even the worst part. What makes this community rate so bad that it ends up a community with doxing? Now, and that way we have to Scott Cotton himself. He got doxed by some random people because of how he supported a pedophile and the Trump campaign, like I just said before. Even though I don't do politics in this channel, or even my Twitter account, because I basically do not make content that's about politicians. Even though there has been swear things around the world, that doesn't mean that it's a Xenoverse Suit content creation channel, and basically a things where I talk about topics here. So back I was saying, this community, what makes this point after doxing got so bad is basically Scott Cotton literally almost took his own life after those doxings has happened. But luckily, he's still here, continuing to make more games, and basically, stuff here. Now let me go ahead and put these things on the line here. Some people are now even saying F.U. Scott Cotton needs to die down immediately. And not only just that, this community has gotten so toxic, and basically there's so many people I can't even mention. Like, yeah, it's so obviously that this community has been this toxic because it was simply just so obvious. is because some people really hate Scott content, and people say they're meat white in his game because they support him. Like, as someone who, even though I have not experienced who Scott content was at this point, but what I do know, because I even played one at Fridays at Freddy's and still have them on my PS4 till this day. Even though I'm not part of this Fnaf community myself, but I'm from part of the Xenoverse 2 community, and that's why it's weird for me, a Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 person who came from the Xenoverse 2 community, talk about something from the Fnaf community. And this is why I had to get put across the line here is, I'm not saying how this community has come forward, but if you guys have not heard what I'm saying, let me say this thing again so I'll let you guys know. So yeah, this is the first video where I try to make people to understand because they don't know what I'm saying, but let me come to the clear things about this. So, obviously, the community has always got this toxic because Scott Cotton, which I just said before at the beginning, has simply has been called out multiple times is for not only supporting a pedophile but supporting a Trump campaign. And this this is the weirdest kinds of drama I haven't seen before. Even though I haven't been joining that community because I was at high school at only one time. At the time, because, but when I see the hashtag, you already know, some people are simply wanted to start a hate campaign about some other stuff I want to say. So obviously, this community is always gotten this worse to the start. Alright, why hate someone else who created the Final Fantasy series and what made fans created the lore because and want people, and now they want people to start hating on him because he basically like, I get it, I knew he did those things, but simply doxing him is really not okay, and doxing is just petty. It's fucking awful for to support people who support doxing, and that's why I basically hate this community, because not only because it got so toxic, but I basically hope that this community gets shapen up pretty much soon. And like I just said before at the beginning, the Fnaf fan base has filled with a lot of weird people in the community. Not just because some people have some weird shit between the characters and a lot of stuff like that, but there are some signs that people have been, and also groomers and pedophiles in that community as well. Now, obviously, I can't even name or detail so many people who are in this community, but whoever those people are who have just called them out as pedophiles needs to learn that they need to do better. Now, coming back to the Scott Cotton situation. Now, obviously, like I said before, people are simply hating on him because he supported a pedophile and the Trump campaign. Now, here's one simple rule. Even though I just mentioned Scott Cotton, even though I like playing his games, doesn't mean I don't support actions what people are doing. And I don't support actually what he does, but what I do support is one of his games. The persons that I don't support on them or their actions on is probably some pedophiles who've been in the community, like Wacky Raccoon, Shoppy Spray, and basically other YouTubers who are confirmed to be pedophiles or weird people. Now, obviously, like I said before, the Fnaf community has been going on downhill for a while, and that's not even the worst part. Alright, like I mentioned before, there are a bunch of weird people and some people who are beloved by the community by it. It's just simply can't be confirmed to be creeps online, including YY97. Now, I don't think I pronounced his name correctly, but people have found out that he did some major things behind the scenes of his channel that led to him deleting his channel pretty much soon after he announced that he's leaving YouTube. Now, obviously, because there are some main people who have their experiences with him, and basically that's why I have to mention them in this community, because it's simply because that's led to me wanting to make this video. Not just of talking about what the Scott Town situation, not just me talking about how this community got toxic, but all the YouTubers that got involved. There's so many YouTubers members who are from the Fnaf community that can waste my time I'm on talking about. But now let's go back to what I was saying before, or one last time, which is the Scott Cotton situation and the community. Now, as I've said before, or some people are now putting an FU Scott Cotton in hashtags because it's been spread like wildfire. A lot of people who hate Scott Cotton even joined that. Some other people also know that this campaign has gotten so bad because I basically do not like even basically how people are going to use these hashtags. This is way more similar to the Soul Arts drama when Soul Arts got accused as for basically harassing a user and basically covered to suicide, even though that specific user just took a break off the internet. I'll probably make a video about it soon because I don't know much details of what happened, but that's simply what a video that I wanted to make. Pretty much soon in the year 2026. Now, obviously, back to what I was saying. I mean, the doxing is what I just hate the most. People, like I said before, some just dox Scott Cotton, and after go to the news, so he harassed what I was saying before. Oh yeah, he was saying was supported the Donald Trump campaign and supported a pedophile. It got so bad at doxing. Like I said before, doxing somebody is not okay. Even though they have done bad things, but doxing them to cause some major harm, that's led to taking it to extremely too far. Or not in just because I basically don't say doxing is good, but doxing is completely bad. It's disgusting and it's hard for it. It could get somebody arrested for it. And that's the last time I'm going to say about the Scott Carter situation. And because it has gotten way too far. And one thing I even have to begin to basically to end this, that some people comparing his icon to a German and symbol, which I will have to tell you what that is, because it starts with an N and ends with an I. And basically some people even compare that symbol to any other mirror, like Mario or characters or any other simple character that does its jumping pose. So once again, everywhere, there are still full of people who are so we can use this symbol and compare it to other people's icons. And also, the last thing about this, now let's move on to the last thing I just mentioned, the fan base. The fan base itself is a huge putrid mess. It's a putrid mess of people who are hating on some people who they like about things, simply a harassment, the grooming, the sexualizations, the basically, and I quote, literal doxing, which I stated before. Now, obviously, I make videos talk about things about the community, but me talk about a spigot of community like this one is pretty much rare on me talking about topics about different communities, not only just because it's a community. So what are we going to have to say the conclusion? Why is this community got so toxic? Like I said before, it's the reason why people are hating Scott Cotton after the action that he's supported by a pedophile and basically the Trump campaign, even though I don't like doing politics, is the toxic fan base and all. Overall, this community, I wish this community can get better pretty much soon. The whole hatred between Scott Cotton and majorly hatred on other people in this community needs to stop. They should maybe do better like this Universe 2 community, because it's just so obvious of me talking about some suspicious things about the community, and it's just so obvious why I keep talking about it. Overall, the Fnaf community is already a mess. We hope it gets fixed pretty much soon in the next coming years. And also, and to the people say I notice, yes, I still love playing Five Nights at Freddy's. It's one of my favorite games I like to play. Even though I bought the entire pack, which included the first game to all the way to such a location, and even the ultimate custom night. It's just the only times when I actually play a Fnaf game to the point. Even though I don't even know who Tati was at the point before I buy the game, but I do heard of his name because he created great games, and there's no need some people to hate, even though that his game called Secret of the Mimic was kind of a mid, but obviously I really hope that Tati makes cool games in the future, or maybe there was or maybe he'll probably like the FNAF Dream movie, which is coming in the next few years, even though it's all right in that development stage. For overall, I do like Five Nights. I do like Five Nights at Freddy's, but not its fan base because it's extremely toxic, and it's maybe defined to the point why I had to make this video. And this community is not the only community I'll be talking about, because the next community I'm going to be talking about pretty much soon is the Go Anime community and its toxic fan base and a lot of drama. Now, obviously, that's just another video for another time. And overall, I'm pretty much done talking about the FNAF community, and I really hope it gets better pretty much soon. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. So, what do you guys think about the community? Should this community do better or without sharing hate between Scott Cotton and many other stuff, or should it just stay like that for the next coming years? Let me know in the comments below how you feel, and also please do not put hashtags on my video on this video, because I don't want my comment section to be filled with "F you Scott Cotton," because if I see that, I'll probably delete it, or even got worse, I might disable the comment stream soon. But that's just the time if I see one of those comments. But like I said, guys, before, let me know in the comments below what you think. And as always, if you guys like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, formerly known as X. As always, this is Tomas Mathis, aka Wait4C7, signing off. See you guys later, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.